we're discussing what is happening, news around Osun State elections, and the latest is about the Adeleke. And Adeleke is currently being harassed by the Nigeria Police Force for certificate, WAEC certificate scandal. Well, Nigerians are also reacting, but the news today is that the Nigeria Police Force are suddenly risen or has suddenly woken that they want to begin to prosecute or want to begin to investigate and subsequently also prosecute the PDP governorship aspirant in Osun State election that is coming up in a couple of days. Well, the Nigeria Police Force has something to say about the certificate forgery scandal, falsification of age or falsification of report, impersonation, and so many things around somebody impersonating or having no genuine results for what they claimed they have. Well, it's surprising also to know that after a long time, Nigeria Police was suddenly waking up because perhaps they feel the guy is a threat at the poll in Osun State election that is coming up very shortly. Well, here is a short clip from Channels Television reporting what the Nigeria Police Force has to say about Senator Adeleke, who they are currently coming after over a certificate, crisis or scandal.
And he sat for this examination at the age of 57 years as an internal student, which is beyond any conventional or worldwide recognized age for people who are either in high school or secondary school anywhere in the world. The photograph of both Senator Ademola Adeleke and Sikiru Adeleke appearing side by side in the school album have no NECO stamp on them. Senator Ademola Adeleke and 4 others were arrested, investigated, and granted bail, and they are being charged to court now for exam malpractice, criminal conspiracy, personation, breach of duty, aiding and abetting against Senator Ademola Adeleke and 4 others, namely Mr. Sikiru Adeleke, Alhaji Aregbesola Muftau, that's the principal of Ojoaro Community High School, Egbedore Local Government of Osun State, Mr. Gbadamosi Thomas Ojo, school staff responsible for the registration of candidates for NECO, who conspire and register Senator Ademola Adeleke and Sikiru Adeleke. Mr. Dare Olutope, who is a school teacher, who equally facilitated the commission of the crime. The charges against them have been...
Well, what many Nigerians are saying is that why did it take you this long before you begin to discover or decide to prosecute this matter? Is it because the man is now running and you find him as a threat in the polls coming in number of days in Osun State? Well, while I do not support unserious dancer to be governing minds or millions of people in a state where they are still finding it difficult to pay salaries, it is also unfortunate that the central government that is expected to be serious is also witch hunting somebody up and down. Is it a matter of threat that you believe that you're not going to win an election? If you have performed so well, why should you be afraid of somebody who's only a dancer winning an election against you? Why bring up such thing at this time? Well, that is one of the arguments against this step or action by the Nigeria Police Force. And is it ordered by the presidency or APC, or is the police only being partisan here, or the police is only being overzealous to show that they are loyal to the ruling action or progressive Congress? I mean, it's funny, but Nigerians have a whole lot of things to say. Here are some of the comments by Nigerians so far. Well, somebody is saying here that Nigeria Police Force has failed. Let me bring that back so that I can read it properly. That Nigeria Police Force has failed. That has filed charges against People's... Okay, that's the report at first. They say Nigeria Police Force has filed charges against the People's Democratic Party (PDP) governorship aspirant in the upcoming Osun State election. Senator Ademola Adeleke at the Federal High Court in Abuja. The charges against the senator include examination malpractice, aiding and abetting, impersonation, and criminal conspiracy. well, the detail of it. So which the reactions now? These ones are from Netherlands. Say, so which result did WAEC release that claims to show that he sat for WAEC in 1981, though the motive for the police charges is clearly political. I personally don't believe Adeleke has a genuine certificate. That is somebody who is saying that he doesn't actually believe that Ademola Adeleke truly has a result, but then at the same time, so the question is, which result are they been presenting to run for the senatorial seat he currently occupies? Well, that is also up to the police to answer. You see, his only crime is that he is not a member of APC. Where were the police when Kemi Adeosun traveled out of Nigeria? Witch hunting of PDP members is getting hot thanks to the tyrants at the Hilltop Mansion. Whether zombies like it or not, 2019 will mark the end of tyranny, health, tourism, incompetence, lifelessness, and zombism in Nigeria. Another person says if Adeosun can resign over a useless NYC exemption certificate, then Ademola Adeleke must be ready to defend himself against the allegation of impersonation, exam malpractice, and exam criminal conspiracy. Another person says Pius suspected forgery of WAEC certificate because WAEC definitely cannot issue a certificate for just one subject when he absconded from sitting for the rest, especially since even the one he sat for is called F9 and 8. Which WAEC certificates did he then present to Jackson University? Well, I'm now on YouTube. The video I just played to you, a couple of seconds ago, there are responses also on it, which are clearly also trying to tackle the issue. It says, why has the police not arrested the just resigned Minister of Finance? Only God will help Nigeria. So David says, so because he is an opposition, that's why you want to persecute him. What about Buhari and your finance minister? Cedulars say they should just ask him to rewrite the exam in front of the whole national media as the invigilators. Meanwhile, Buhari, the same WAEC issue, and Adeosun forged NYSC discharge certificates are free from harassment. The last one I'm going to take tonight is this. Say this APC government are evil. What of Buhari and Minister of Finance? Well, something similar has been read earlier. Alex Maxwell say arrest all of them, both President Buhari, and we are all looking up to you to arrest those politicians that have reached the country money too. Unless, well, it's not all comments that are worth reading though, because some of them are just merely abusive without looking at elements of elements that are relevant for the subject matter. The last one I'll read now, it says Idris, why is responding to somebody who spoke earlier, who wrote earlier, say why doing nonsense for God's sake? Just believe. Okay, it's talking about the IGP, I beg your pardon. Say why doing nonsense for God's sake? Just believe it. Buhari is not a god. So whatever they ask you to do, think twice before taking any action. Not because of you, it's because of your children and your family entirely. Please, I beg you in the name of God, just fear God. Well, at any rate, the point is that as it stands right now, there is also a report that President Muhammadu Buhari that has ordered the Inspector General of Police to soft pedal on asking Ademola Adeleke, the PDP governorship aspirant or a flag bearer, to show up, that they should make this after election. So I guess this is, I have not confirmed it, but I just saw it while I was about to come online tonight, that the presidency has ordered IGP not to invite the PDP presidential governorship aspirant, governorship flag bearer in Osun State election that is coming in a matter of days, that they should suspend the invitation of him for investigation until after election. I guess that is to make it not look like it was because they were scared of him. Okay, but whatever the case, that is the brief I have for you tonight, and I want to see your comments. I know a lot of you are already online and saying different things, including those that are yabbing me for coming late. Like, all right, family, how are you? Family, how are you? Okay, let's go there. Hello, bro. You're here late again. Well, I'm sorry. I've always been saying I'm sorry. I hope that don't worry. Very soon, all the things I do during the daytime that make me come back home very late, I'm going to cut them. I'm going to cut them so that I don't come late every time. The reality is that it is difficult. It is difficult to keep even just 2, appointments in a day in Lagos and meet the 2 of them promptly. It's difficult. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's difficult. For instance, you want to quickly do something. If the appointments you have in a day in Lagos are not in the same on the same axis, you're going to definitely run late. Let alone of somebody like me that wants to do like 4 or 5 things in a day. It's really crazy. Lagos traffic can make you become pregnant and deliver a baby within a day. It's a form of exaggeration, but if you know what I mean, you know it. I'm sorry. Ibukun Agbola, my person, you're welcome. Timitokwe say hello. Segun, you're fine. Thank you, Peter Dewi. Don't tell me you're late today. Happy Joshua, they all did not go to school. Davido came out first class in school in Nigeria and is in USA. Somebody was asking me earlier today whether the guy even attended class at all. Well, I don't know. This message is held for review. Isema Rife. No, not you. I guess somebody wrote something that is that hits the filter. Isema Rife, welcome online. Thank you so much. Politics. Peter, you will say it's politics. Isaac Omolola, Adeleke and Co. Isaac Omola said Adeleke and Co must be arrested and prosecuted, period. Well, the question is he the only person who is guilty of this same thing for which they are hunting him? Can you imagine this guy called Adeleke is one of the lawmakers in our country? What a shame. People are even asking what bill has he ever sponsored since he's been in the Senate. Well, question for those that know him and those that benefit from whatever law he has supported or bill he has passed before. If the Nigerian police are serious, as according to BJ, they should investigate all the senators, House of Rep, governors, etc. Then I will believe them. Following show, I do say shame indeed for a senator. Banjoshi, Segun, did you see Adeleke's stage play titled "Unlocking the Slave's Chain"? It was a blockbuster. Alright. Adeyemi Sam, nonsense people, stop shameless act. APC is evil. Temitope says someone who had criminal cases are allowed to run for election. This is Nigeria. Ola Stonebridge says, honestly, I don't think Buhari will get involved in all this mess. Anthony Ojo. Tony from Brooklyn, our country Nigeria are still sleeping. Most of all these politicians are illiterate. That's why government didn't value educated ones or education. King Mustafa, I don't know when our people will ignore the stomach infrastructure. We think these politicians are just toying with people's future. Adeyemi Sam, is now you realize Adeleke did not attend school? That means Aregbesola too did not attend school. It has everywhere. Happy Joshua, what is Buhari doing? Nothing. It should down in peace or by force. Antonio Joe, Nigeria need a lot to do regarding the constitution. Rennie says, Segun, congrats, you don't reach 10,000 subscribers. Yes, so we hit 10,000 subscribers. I think how many hours, about less than 48 hours ago, and now we are already in 10,100 and something. While I was just coming up, I saw that we already hit 10,100 plus. and it's yeah, thank you so much. Well, that's not, we need to hit as many millions as possible so that we can continue to orientate people about what the country should be like and what we should do to make Nigeria great again. We're tired of, you know, we're tired of and somebody, Anthony Joshua says, what are they talking about, Saraki? Question for a lot of questions for a lot of people. Well, they tried Saraki severally, but the guy seems stronger than, you know, if you are strong in this country and you belong to, and the person you want to prosecute also has your ball in his hands, he will say, oh yeah, lick me, I'll also expose you. And that's the end of it, you know. People are just using information to hold one another down. Politicians doing all of that. And who are those suffering it? Who are those suffering for it? The masses. And that's where it gets crazy. I'm also not happy about this kind of situation. I'm not happy. I'm so sad about it, that Nigeria will continue to be held down. For instance, I'm not happy that the best graduating students of a school will have to be forced to sit down while they compulsorily watch Davido perform. I'm not saying Davido's music is not, I love Davido, I love his music, but when you think about when they tell us education is the key, and somebody who hardly attends classes now has to come and perform, being guided by soldiers and state coordinator of NYC, and best graduating students of respective schools are forced to sit down on the ground while they honor one guy to stand up. It's something that is not exactly alright. So this country is upside down, and we have a whole lot of work to do. You know, shortly after performing, the guy was discharged from the camp, while the others were kept in the regimented camp. You know, the guy was discharged. The video was discharged from the camp. He went on his US tour, came back and started doing campaign up and down. Where would be his PPA? Well, we don't have to know, because he may not even be, you know, he may just be exempted and given a certificate at the end of the day. So it's so sad that people who went through the rigors of education will not be considered. So there are two kinds of law in the country: the law for the poor ones and the law for the rich set of people. It's crazy. That is why Nigeria will continue to be a place of the sick. You know, I'm so sorry. It's so sad. I'm not saying people should not enjoy fame, or you know, but I'm saying if all I need is fame and money, then everybody should just get fame and money and stop going through the rigor of going to school, trying to be the best, and at the end of the day they emerge. You tell them the education is key. Education is key. Then it turns out that after holding the key does not open any door. It's not meant for any door after all. So why give me the key if it doesn't open any door? The doors that are opening for the people that are opening it are the people who did not even go through the rigor that has been gone through by those that you told or lied to that education is the key. And this is where we are today. That's why we are here. This is Nigeria, and it's so sad. Well, I don't want to read too many comments today, and I don't want to do so much. Somebody is asking me best graduating student. Well, that's a situation. Go and ask those that were in the same camp. I mean, NYC camp as the video. I'm not hating against that video. No, far from it. I'm just saying that you cannot treat some people ridiculously and treat another person separately because of, you know, different set of rules. It's so sad. You know, that means there are two types of rules in the country, and you can choose to be famous and rich, and then another law applies to you altogether. So why should I have to go through the rigor of education or academics in the first place if I could just be a individual? If I have talent, just express it, you know, within, especially in these days of social media, where under 2 weeks you can become famous, like Brother Shaggy or any other comedian, Wole Arole, Wole anything. I'll just take my phone, go to the backyard of my house, record myself, be funny, or Lasisi Elenu, or do anything. I respect all of these people. I love them. What they are doing, they are entertaining us, right? But when it then comes to something that has institutional rules of what you should do, an example of NYC regimented camp, you then say, oh, because this one is famous and rich, you then give him a different rule altogether. And you now force those that spent all their energy, muscle and everything to study at school, you now force them to sit on the floor while they watch somebody who hardly went to classes, they watched him perform and being guided by a soldier. You are simply telling them that all the education they went to acquire is a waste, and there's no recognition or acknowledgement for them in a position, in a situation like that. The person you recognize is the other one who hardly even attended classrooms. So it's crazy. I'm not hating against the video, don't get me wrong, I love music too, but we should not lose our senses to transcend entertainment. That's what we're saying. Alright, so let me get to read some more comments. So where did I stop? Okay, I stopped at somebody congratulating us for hitting 10,000 subscribers. Femi Mario, Nigeria is still under the spell of the evil people. Temitope said 10,000 subscribers and the youths are lazy. Okay, well, 10,000 subscribers, it's fine actually, but that's not it. If you see, Mackenzie has how many millions of subscribers, so we need to increase our home page too, so that if we have a platform that is going to be orientating Nigerians, orientating people about how the direction of the country should face, you should not be lagging behind with just 10,000. It's good that we are climbing up, we are rising in number, right? But that's not enough. We need to increase. So share this video, invite more people to this platform to hit the subscribe button, to click the subscribe button. Let us be more, so that more people can always. And if you are new on this platform, click the subscribe button. Click also the notification bell, so that anytime you come online, you have notification that we are already live. Okay, so we need to, if the number of people on Mackenzie comedy platform is also on a show like this, we'll be able to have conversation that will change. And I mean, one live broadcast like this can touch, you don't know how many number of people, and it will continue like that. If you continue to repeat it every night like this, talking about values and why this thing should not be like this and this should not be like that, by the time the voices are more talking about the same thing, Nigeria will change. But if there are more people on comedy platforms and musical platforms, and there are only few people on a platform that is talking about how values should be, then what do you expect? So 10,000 naira is not exactly so much. We need to be millions in number, so that we can be using it to influence the kind of change we want to see in our country. Thank you so much, everybody. You're going to millions. Thank you, Peter Dewi. We should actually hit millions, because we have a lot of work to do about orientating our youth. We need more of Nigerian youth on this platform, so that we can engage rogue minds and then let them know what they should know, and not fall for the fluff that they should rather not fall for. Okay, if Adeleke win the election, then what? Nothing is wrong with it. Absolutely nothing is wrong with Adeleke winning the election. And in fact, that's not my grouse. My grouse is that, what is governance supposed to be reduced to or increased to? I don't even know the person they are bringing as APC governorship, but I'm so sure that if we have already seen what Adeleke could perform in Osun State, what are we expecting from his puppet? But at the same time, while we are looking for alternative, we should then not reduce us completely lower to somebody who does not even know what governance should be. Then it would then reinforce the argument that that song that it's not about knowing what you're doing, it's about knowing how to cut corners. It will then reinforce the argument for a lot of people, and that is the finishing for Nigeria. It's the finishing for Nigeria. So while we are looking for alternative to those that did not perform in government, we should therefore not reduce the bar, lower the bar completely. I mean, lower the bar of success, or lower the standard of governance completely to just dancing up and down. I'm not saying Adeleke is not good, right? But he has been in the Senate. We need to see results of his performance at the Senate, so as to convince people, critical minds, that he can actually deliver as governor. That is what I'm saying. All right, that is talent. He has talent. Well, everybody has got talent too. The person who sits down in the classroom and can even score all A's is talent too. All right, somebody who has learned about economics, the tenets of economics, and learned divergently and can also reason divergently and domesticate the idea on how to improve the economy of the country is also talent. Okay. And by the way, which one is the best of the talents? The one that will improve the lives of Nigerians and humanity compared to the one that will just deliver entertainment and everybody goes back to bed. Which one is better? So, best graduating, of course, best graduating students were made to sit down on the floor while the video performed guided by soldiers. Okay, so best graduating students does not get to camp recognized, but musicians get recognized in camp. Segun, you are greater than any Davido. Well, that is, I'm not arguing it, because there are different standards for measuring different things. That is not why I'm here tonight. I'm not here to claim being greater or not greater. That is not the issue. The issue is, should this be the case? Should this not be the case? Of course, it's not new. Don't be sad. Vote your on point success. Well, let's keep looking at how this turns out. How can we investigate what is in the closet of all this Congress that might be a quicker way to shut it down, as Showore wants, by forcing those with skeletons to resign? It is not about Showore, it's about Nigeria. It's about Nigeria. We don't only need Showore to speak. We don't only need Mohalo to speak. We don't only need any other person. We don't only need Tope Fasha to speak. We need all Nigerians to add their voices to something that will benefit the entire masses. Segun, you are okay. I think I just read that. Christian Chukwueke, see, that's exactly my point about Kingsley Mohalo and Showore. If we truly have respect for education, as you're saying, then Kingsley Mohalo is by far a better candidate compared to Showore. That's according to Christian Chukwueke. Antonio Joe, if he's in advanced country, that man called Adeleke will step down by himself due to incompetence. But well, you said if it were in other countries, but this is Nigeria. That condition is not applicable here. We have people who want to stay and stay and stay until, well, okay. Edit, see, that is why we say APC and PDP should be a thing of the past in Nigeria. Gerald Driver, Segun, you missed the point. If one is an engineer, has invented and innovated a product that is really good and generally accepted in the market and making money, the engineer will also be celebrated, and as a result, every other person should not be recognized. Okay. Are you aware that there are students in the NYSC camp who invented a lot of things while in school, but because government is not interested in what they are doing, they are relegated? But because government will pay into entertainment every time. For instance, do you know that how many debates and research projects have been funded to the tune of how much Lagos State government, for instance, has paid into Shaku Shaku concerts? Lagos State government, for instance, sponsors. I love Olamide, don't forget, he's my best artist, by the way. I love Olamide's music a lot. But if government is putting the same investment they are putting in Olamide's concerts in individuals who are bringing up innovative research and development at schools, then this country should not still remain as we are importing Chinese people and expatriates to come and do small things for us. That's my point. Alright, I respect talents too, I'm not against it, but I'm saying that we are not recognizing the ones that we should actually recognize. Nigeria people still celebrate person like Adeleke because of money, Antonio Joe. Bamjoshi Segun, you know the book and the way. Soldier on. Really? Which way? I don't know the way. Show me. Show me the way. Ahead. Segun, I can smell what happened at Samaria if Nigeria vote APC or PDP in the coming elections. Serious famine and suffering. I beg people to choose Jesus this time around, not Barnabas. Segun, you know the book and the way. Banjoshi, show me. Banjoshi, show me the way. Adeleke Adefuye. Hello, Segun. Hi. Like somebody will greet you and show you their fingers that they don't have rings on their finger. Hi. Oh my. Chuck Bond, why should Adeleke resign when you're incompetent and selfish president has not stepped down? Okay, at this point I want to say share this video and let as many people see it. Invite more people to this platform to share these messages with us, to join us so that we can continue to orientate ourselves about the values of what a country should be, not what it is currently. And then share the video. If you have not subscribed but you're only merely watching, subscribe by yourself. Share our video, invite more people to this platform so that we can continue to talk about things that matter and open our eyes, our heads and our minds to what a great nation should be like. Thank you so much for coming online tonight. I think everybody, I should release you to go to bed now. I'm also very tired. It's crazy, like as I said earlier, to keep more than one appointment per day in Lagos has been crazy. You know, I return very late every night, and I'm looking to, but because I'm looking for money now, and I want to appreciate all of you that sent me money. I still received 20,000 naira support yesterday. I want to appreciate you. You know, you are one of those people that are giving me the muzzle, the tonic to continue despite the difficulties we face in the country. I mean, I go to like 4 or 5 different places in a day in Lagos just to make ends meet, and they are like poles apart in Lagos. And you know how Lagos crazy traffic can make you get old while you're still very young. So it's not been easy. As I'm talking with you right now, I'm feeling sleepy. In fact, I almost cancelled tonight's show. I just said whatever it takes, let me just struggle to come online so that people don't think, you know, I'm too lazy. I'm a lazy Nigerian that doesn't want to work. I work every day. Every day. I work into the night. And when I get back home at night, I try to still come online. So it's not easy. Those of you that still want to support, the account number is in the video description. The video description has the account number. I'm not sure I've removed it yet. It's still there. If you want to support, God bless you. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. But by the grace of God, we shall find it easy at the end of the day. So support if you're like I always say, jokingly, you know, my comedian brothers would say, and they will get it. If you have 1 million naira that you are not using, bless me with it and see how we improve the works that we are doing. Thank you so much once again. That is not to say until you have 1 million. No. If you don't have 1 million, you can also support. Okay. So the account is in the description of this video. I'll appreciate it, and then I'm gonna see you guys again tomorrow. If you are watching on Facebook, by the way, because tonight I'm streaming both on YouTube and Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, the comments I'm reading, in case you're wondering, my comment is not showing. The comments I'm reading are from YouTube. I'm not able to, for tonight, I'm not able to you know, copy comments live from Facebook onto the streaming system I'm using. I'm going to factor out that some days later, and I'm sure that we're going to find something to do about that so that I can. But if you care about your comments being read live on the show, please leave Facebook, come to YouTube. That is where I'm able to at the moment. That is where I'm able at the moment to read live comments. So if you are watching on Facebook, this live cast is coming from YouTube, but it's also being syndicated, being restreamed on Facebook. So if you're watching on Facebook, the primary place of streaming is YouTube. So the comments I'm reading are from YouTube. If you have comment that is important and you feel I should read, please come to the YouTube page of the same Objective Media. Thank you so much, everybody. There are some new comments. Let me see if there's anyone that is relevant for me to read. Hello, Segun. Well done for the good job you're doing. Lagos is crazy, but it can get better if we jointly take Nigeria back. Segun, that's my person. Segun, you look so tired. Please be consistent and keep to time. I'm so sorry, it's not deliberate, it's traffic. I don't want to keep repeating that I work hard every day. I honestly don't want to lose interest in this program, although I understand your struggles. Thank you so much for understanding. I'll try keeping to time subsequently. It's just because I have to go and hustle first now. I don't like begging for money. I have to work. I don't like begging. But if you want to support, it's okay. You're welcome. The account number is there in the description box. So I appreciate all of you, and thank you for your understanding. It's not because I want to be coming late. It's because I come. You don't have choice in Lagos. You definitely get late too. I mean, if not all the time, at least sometimes or most times. Lagos roads are just unpredictable. They will close sections of the road and now make it narrower, and more people who are supposed to use the wider road will now be coming. I don't know when last you have been to Adeleke cinema. Everybody's on that same narrow road, trying to connect Abule Egba, trying to connect back to the express, trying to connect to Ogba, and then it's crazy. By the time you now get to toll gate, you are going towards Ogun State. From Alakoko towards what do you call Amj, Ajegunle, toll gate. Oh, have you been sleeping behind the wheel before? That is what Lagos has turned into. By the time you get home, you just want to fall on the bed until tomorrow. But if you remember, you still have a live show to do tonight. Come on, I got to do something, even if it is late. So I'm sorry. The philosophy I'm operating by is it is better late than at all. That's the philosophy I'm operating with. Take care of yourself. We don't want you to burn out. Thank you so much, Ibukun Agbola. Why must it be 1 million naira? I'll wire you 12 million pounds. Atara, it is welcome. It's welcome. Bring it there. Bring it on. I'll send my support, but with different name. Keep up the good. Thank you, Ibukun Agbola. I appreciate you. I so much appreciate you. I appreciate all of you that are sending money. I still received 20k from somebody yesterday who said I should please not mention their name. I think 3 separate persons sent me the same amount, 20,000, and said please don't mention our names. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate Blessing Ogbe. After Blessing Ogbe sent me first, she was the first person to send me money. She sent me 2,000 naira. A whole lot of money. And then, but I've not been seeing her commenting on this show. Maybe because I've been coming late, she felt the show is not owing after all. But I'm online in case you're watching. Blessing Ogbe, I sincerely appreciate you. Alright, until tomorrow. But I'm going to say your Facebook isn't fixed yet. Oh, I'll go checking after this live. But the device I'm using is saying that I'm live on Facebook. Something definitely must be wrong there. I'll go checking that to see if it is fixed or not fixed. Alright, I'll see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Take good care of yourself. In my friend Fowls the Bad Guy's voice, Selo Mama, and in another friend's voice, Sayonara. And I'm saying good night. This is Segun talking to you from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm going to see you all tomorrow. Until then, keep talking about things that matter, and peace out.